Hi, in this video I'm going to discuss the tutorial for binomial distribution. We start with the question number 1. Which of the following are binomial experiment or can be reduced to binomial experiment? So binomial experiment is the experiment with two outcomes. For A, checking 1000 applicants to see whether they are admitted to White Oak College. So whether admitted to this college or did not admitted to which college. So this is two outcome. So the first one is correct. It's a binomial. Surveying 300 prisoners to see how many different crimes that they are convicted of. So this is not binomial because there can be more than two types of crimes. Okay, how many, right? Now, and C, surveying 300 prisoners to see whether it is their first offense or not. So this is binomial with two outcomes. Number 2, find the probability for the sample of 20 teenagers if 70 of them had contact this player at the age of 16. For A, at least 14 had CD players. B, exactly 9 had CD players. C, more than 70 had CD players. So we want to find, this is M equals to 20, E equals to 0.7, and Q equals to 0.3. The success is have a player. Okay, so for A, at least 14 had CD player means minimum is 14. X is greater or equals to 14, then it will be equals to probability when X equals to 14 plus probability when X equals to 15 plus probability when X equals to 16 until probability when X equals to 20. So one by one here, you have to use binomial distribution function, which is NCK P to the power of K times Q to the power of N minus K to find the probability. And the final answer, you should get 0.035. The B, exactly 9 had CD player. So to find exactly 9 had CD player, it will be equals to probability when X equals to 9. Then this will be 20 C9 multiplied with 0.7 to the power of 9 multiplied with 0.3 to the power of 11. And for this one, the answer is 0.012. And for C, we want to find probability. Oh, but sorry, this one is not the answer 0.035, but the answer is 0.608. Sorry. For the C, more than 17, X greater than 17, this is actually equals to probability when X equals to 18 plus probability when X equals to 19 plus probability when X equals to 20. And it will be the answer. You have to find one by one here, and the final answer you should get 0.035. Question number 3. If 80% of people in the community have internet access, find the probability of the sample of 10 people. 6 have internet. At most 6 have internet access. Exactly 6 have internet access. Not more than 6 have the internet access. So at most 6 have an internet access. P is here. Probability of having internet is 80%. So P is 0.8. Q becomes 0.2. And total sample is 10. Give us N equals to 10. For A, at most 6 have internet internet access means probability when X maximum is 6 less or equals to 6. So this one, the shorter working start will be 1 minus probability when X equals to 7 minus probability when X equals to 8 minus probability when X equals to 9 minus probability when X equals to 10. So 1 by 1 here, you have to use the binomial distribution function, which is NCK. P to the power of k times q to the power of n minus k. You have to find for 1 by 1 and you should get the final answer as 0.1209. The B, exactly 6. So to find probability exactly 6 means at the point x equals to 6 have the internet access. Then this will be, I will do this, 10 C6 multiply with 0.8 to the power of 6 multiply with 0.2 to the power of 4, and this equivalent to 0.0881. C, not more than 6 have internet access. Not more than 6 means less than 6. Not more than 6. Okay, less or equals to 6. Not more than 6. Less than 6. Less, not more than 6 means not more than 6 have internet access means less than 6, less or equals to 6. Okay, not more than 6. So this will be equals to probability when x equals to 0 plus probability when x equals to 1 until the last one plus probability when x equals to 5. Then this one you will get the answer as 0.121. Okay, 0.121 plus when x equals to 6. Then this will be 0.121. Alright, and the D, which is the most likely occur. This one you have to look at the probability of happening. Okay, probability of happening here. So the highest is this and this. Am I right? The same, right? So A and C is the highest. Because this is 0.121 also and this is also 0.121. So both are most likely to occur. But B only 0.0881 means less likely to occur. So you have to compare the probability value when you need to answer this kind of questions. A, number 4. A survey found that 21% of Americans watch fireworks on television on July 4th. Find the mean variance and standard deviation of the number of individuals who watch fireworks on television if the random sample of 1,000 is selected. So N equals to 1,000. P, which is now probability of or percentage of American that watch the firework is 21%, 0.21. This automatic give us Q 1 minus P, 1 minus 0.21 is 0.12. 0.79. To find the mean, which is expected value of x, it will be 1000 multiplied with 0.21, you will get here 210. To find the variance of x, it will be NPQ, n times p times q, which is 1000 multiplied with 0.21 multiplied with 0.79. And this will give us 165.9. And for the standard deviation, you just have to square root the variance. Square root of 165.9, which is 12.880. Number 5, still want to find the mean variance and standard deviation for the binomial distribution case. In the restaurant, a study found that 42% of all patrons smoke. If the seating capacity of the restaurant is 80 people, find the mean variance and standard deviation of the number of smokers and how many seats should be available for smoking customer. So here we know 40% smoke. So P is 0.42, Q is 0.58, and number of capacity in the restaurant is 80. So to find the mean means to find the expected value of x will be n times p, which is 80 multiplied with 0.42, which is equivalent to 33.6, and variance of x is n times p times q. It will be here 80 multiplied with 0.42 multiplied with 0.58. Then this one is equals to 19.488. And from the variance, we can get the standard deviation, which is square root of 19.488. We will get 4.415. That is for the standard deviation. Question number 6. In a survey, 58% of American adults said they had never heard of internet. If 20 American adults are selected at random, find the probability that exactly 12 will say they have never heard of internet. So this one, you want to find probability of never heard of internet, and we know that 58% have not heard of internet. So this is probability of success, 0.58. Q automatic become 1 minus 0.58, you will get as 0.42. And we want to find probability of exactly 12 say they never heard. So the n is 20. We want to find probability of x equals to 12. So whether heard or did not heard. Two outcome. Binomial, we have to use binomial function. 20 is 12 multiplied with 0.58 to the power of 12 multiplied with 0.42 to the power of 8. Then that's how you get 0.1768 or 0.177. That is for the question number 6. Move on to the question number 7. Ernest Ruskin Associate Markets research found that 40% of Americans do not think that having a college education is important to succeed in the business world. If a random sample of 5 Americans is selected, find the probability. Exactly 2 people will agree with that statement. At most 3 people will agree with that statement. At least 2 people will agree with that statement, and fewer means less than 3 people will agree with that statement. So the success is agree with the statement means they do not think that having college education is important to succeed in the business. So this is the success 0.40, and Q will be 0.60, and there are 5 Americans selected, so number of sample equals to 5. The A, we want to find probability when x equals to 2. So by using binomial distribution function, it will be 5C2 multiplied with 0.4 square multiply with 0.6 to the power of 3, you will get 0.3456. For B, at most 3 people agree. At most means maximum is 3, so it will be equals to x less or equals to 3. So n equals to 5, that means we have either k 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Less or equals to 3 is equivalent to 1 minus probability when x equals to 4 minus probability when x equals to 5. Then this will be 1 minus 5C4 times 0.4 to the power of 4 times 0.6 to the power of 1 minus 5C5 multiplied with 0.4 to the power of 5 multiply with 0.60 to the power of 0. Then this will give you 1 minus this one 0.0768 minus 0.01024. Then the answer is 0.91296. This is for the B. For the C, at least 2 people will agree with the statement. Probability at least means minimum 2 people. So x greater or equals to 2. Then this will give you the shorter working step is 1 minus when x equals to 0 minus probability when x equals to 1. So this is a short one. So I will show you. It will be 5 for x equals to 0, 5C0 multiplied with 0.4 to the power of 0 multiplied with 0.6 to the power of 5 minus for x equals to 1, 5C1 multiplied with 0.4 to the power of 1 multiplied with 0.6 to the power of 4. So this gives you 1 minus 0.0776 minus 0.2592, and the final answer for these questions is 0.66304. That is for the C. For the D, I will erase the A and the B here so that I can have a space to write down the answer. Let me use other color here. Okay, for the D, fewer than 3 people means less than 3 people. So you want to find x less than 3. This will be equals to less than 3 means probability when x equals to 0 plus probability when x equals to 1 plus probability when x equals to 2. So you have to find one by one like the one I do from A to C, one by one, show all the working step. Then the final answer, you should get 0.68256. That is for the questions 7. Question 8. 1 out of every 3 Americans believe that the US government should take primary responsibility for eliminating poverty in the US. If 10 Americans are selected, find the probability that at most 3 will believe that US government should take the primary responsibility for eliminating poverty. So here we want to find at most 3 believe. And 1 out of 3 believe. So 1 out of 3 will give us the probability of success. P is 1 over 3. Okay, and this gives us automatically Q equals to 2 over 3. And let's say P I use in the decimal 0.33 and Q become 0.67. Okay, and n is 10. So we want to find at most 3, means maximum is 3. So it will be x less or equals to 3 belief. Then it will be here equivalent to probability when x equals to 0 plus probability when x equals to 1 plus probability when x equals to 2 plus probability when x equals to 3. So you have to find one by one by using binomial distribution function, and you should get 0.568. Okay, you will get this value if you use this p as 0.23 and 0.67. If you use 1 over 3 and 2 over 3, your answer will be slightly different. Or you can also get here 0.55925 if you use your p as 1 over 3 and 2 over 3. Okay, number 9. If 10% of people who are given a certain drug experience dizziness, find the probability for a sample of 15 people who take the drug. At least 2 people will not become dizzy. Exactly 3 people will not become dizzy. At most, 4 people will become dizzy. What is the expected number of people who will be dizzy? So here, not become, and will become. So this will give us, we have to use different P for A, B, and C. All right. So 10% dizzy. So I will write here 0.10 dizzy and 0.90 not dizzy. This is probability of success. Okay. Now let us look at the A. The N is 15. The A, at least 2 people will not dizzy. So this one, probability of X greater or equals to 2. It will be 1 minus probability when X equals to 0 minus probability when X equals to 1. And to find the probability for this, the A, you have to set the P as not dizzy, which is 0.9, and the Q as dizzy, 0.1. Because the success is not dizzy. Okay, so 515 C is 0 multiplied with 0.9 to the power of 0 multiplied with 0.1 to the power of 15, and for x equals to 1, it will be 15 C1 multiplied with 0.9 to the power of 1 multiplied with 0.1 to the power of 14, and you should get here total answer is, this is equivalent to 0 actually. So 1 minus 0 is a very small number here, equivalent to 1. Okay, but this one, the value is 1 times 10 to the power of negative 15 if you want to check. And this is also very small number, 1.35 times 10 to the power of negative 13. B, exactly 3 people will not become dizzy. So again, this is the success is not dizzy. So P is 0.9, Q 0.1. So you want to find probability exactly 3. And we have to set the P as 0.9. So this will be 15 C3 multiplied with 0.90 to the power of 3 multiplied with 0.10 to the power of 12. You should get here 3.31695 or 3.317 times with 10 to the power of negative 10. And for C, at most 4 people will become dizzy. Okay, for this one, the P is dizzy. So P is 0.10 and Q equals to 0.90. So for P 0.10, it will be at most 4, X greater, at most maximum is 4, less or equals to 4. So this will be equals to probability when X equals to 0 plus probability when X equals to 1 plus probability when X equals to 2 plus probability when x equals to 3 plus probability when x equals to 4. So to find each of these, you have to set your P as 0.1 and your Q as 0.9. For example, when for the x equals to 0, it will be here 15C0 multiplied with 0.1 to the power of 0 multiplied with 0.9 to the power of 15. And so on. For x equals to 1, 2, 3, and 4, the final answer you should get is 0.987. The D, what is the expected number of people who will be dizzy? Expected number of people means expected of X. Okay, and this one by using binomial formula, it will be N times P. So N is 15, P is 0.10. Okay, because we want to find dizzy. So 15 times 0.10 is 1.5, approximately 2 people. Okay, will be dizzy. Question 10. A club has 225 members. If there is a 70% attendance rate per meeting, find the mean, variance, and standard deviation of the number of people who will not be present at each of the meeting. So the club has 225 members. So N equals to 225 and 70% attendance rate per meeting. So attend is 70% means P equals to 0.70. We want to find not present. So this 0.70 automatically become our Q, right? And not present will be our P, success. Okay, because our interest is to know number of people who is not present at each meeting. So to find the mean, which is E of X, it will be N times P, 225 times 0.30. Then this will give us the answer as 67.5 or approximately 68 because number of people. Okay, variance of X is for this one, binomial and PQ, and it will be here 225 multiplied with 0.7 multiplied with 0.3, then you will get here 47.25. And to find the standard deviation, it will be square root of 47.25. Then it will be here 6.874. And that is the discussion for tutorial binomial distribution. Thank you.